What is up, everybody? Welcome to 2022. I know we're about a week and a half in, but this is our first live, our first podcast. So took a couple weeks off, visited some family, did the whole family thing and the holiday thing, and I hope you guys had a great one. And so here we are, right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2022. We all knew it was coming. And here it is. So what's going to change? What's in it for you? What I wanted to share today is I was following along Jay Shetty, world-renowned, right, author. I think he has a #1 podcast in the world, maybe. He's a coach, former monk, and he has a simple formula. And he calls it the 3 L's of a phenomenal year. And here we are, starting off 2022. So why not? I mean, Jay is literally probably one of the top in the world, maybe ever, right? In what he does and the followings. I think he's up to like 10 million followers on social media and Instagram and all that. And so, and if you ever listen to him, he comes from a really, really great place, and he's easy to listen to. And so let's take a deep look. And literally he said, these 3 L's of a phenomenal year, these 3 L's are how I feel like I'm winning as a human. And I thought, wow, that's what intrigued me to listen. Because I was like, this is how Jay Shetty feels like he's winning as a human. So how do we win the year? Well, let's take a page out of Jay's book. Let's talk about it for a second. The 3 L's of a phenomenal year. L number 1, learn. What is learn? Well, it gives you a feeling of growth. It gives you a feeling of improvement. It gives you a feeling like you're moving forward. Literally learning. For me, one of the things that I write every single day is learn something new. And so when he said learn, I was, of course, on board. I'm like, yeah, that's definitely an L to how to win, not just the year, but how to win your day, how to win your week, how to win, like, what is it that you can learn, right? Number 2 is launch. So his second L in the 3 L's of a phenomenal year is launch. And what does launch do? When you launch something, when you write a book or a podcast or a business, right? It gives you nerves. It gives you excitement. Man, you're going to know you're alive if you launch something this year, if you step into your greatness, right? And then the third L is love. And what does that do? Well, I mean, come on. Love gives you joy. It gives you happiness. So think about that. Learn, launch, love. 3 L's to a phenomenal year. And so what I really want to do is, as I was going through that and I heard this, and I heard his a couple days ago, or maybe even a week ago, whatever it was. And I was reading today and it kind of all started to come full circle, because I read this excerpt today, and it said, common questions lead to common results. Uncommon questions lead to uncommon results. And so today in one of our group sessions, we had that, I posed that question, meaning, what are you just asking yourself common questions? Or are we going above and beyond to these uncommon questions that will lead to uncommon results? Because listen, if you're listening to this podcast, if you're around, if you stick around, you're ready for uncommon results. You're not here for the normal bullshit. I'm not here to give you, like, you want more out of your life. You want to be the best version of you. Well, that best version of you, imagine if we crafted some questions around Jay's 3 L's of a phenomenal year. So let's do it together, right? If you're driving, obviously just keep driving. If you're on the treadmill, wherever you are listening to this, just bear with me. But in our group sessions, and if you want to be part of the group, look, jump over to optimalself.today. We'll get you in the group. And you can listen in and you can get this stuff in real time. We go deeper. We're constantly trying to build a community so that people can truly become the best version of themselves. Again, not my version, not their version, but I'm going to tell you this. There are thousands and thousands of people just like you that are listening to this right now that are like, yo, let's pull for each other. Let's lead each other. Let's be the example, right? Let's be the example. And so when I read that excerpt today and I shared it with the group, it kind of reminded me and I was going over Jay's 3 L's later in the day, and I was like, you know what? Let's marry these things. Because common questions lead to common results. Y'all ain't here for common results. Uncommon questions lead to uncommon results. So let's check this out. So what were it, right? What were Jay's 3 L's of phenomenal year? You guys remember? If you're shit, blurt it out, right? You got to learn, you got to launch, you got to love. Okay? Learn, launch, and love. So we don't want common. We want uncommon. So let's start with number 1. So what are you committing to learn this year? What are you committing to learn? What is it? Are you going to read books? Going to get a mentor? Are you going to get, maybe you're going to join Optimal Self Group. Are you going to do classes? What about a language? What about an instrument? What are you willing to learn? What are you committed? What is it? You committed to learn more about your health? Maybe that's the thing to do. Learn more about your health so that you can take back your control of it. And you're not based on what you see in the news or anything else like that. What about a new mindset? What if you learned how to think, how to respond, how to be? Whatever it is, write it down. Question number 1, what are you committing to learn this year? L number 2, launch. What are you going to launch this year? Man, that's a fun one. Maybe you're going to launch a podcast. Maybe you want some information on that. Hit me in the DMs, whatever. I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Maybe it's a company. Maybe there's something out there that you've always wanted to do. And now it's time. Imagine if you committed to that. Man, I think about it right now because we got a couple things that we're going to be launching this year. And it's right. It gives me little nerves. It gives me some excitement. I feel alive. I love that feeling more than anything. Right? And then the third L. What are you doing or what are you going to do that you deeply love this year? What are you going to do that you deeply love this year? And how powerful is that? Because again, we all love something. And maybe what you love is what you're going to launch. And maybe in order to launch it, you're going to have to learn something. You see how they're all connected. And when you see that connection, you wonder why Jay says, when I love, launch, and learn, I feel like I'm winning as a human. You see the power in it. You see it. You feel it. I feel it. Because I can already think, what do I love? Man, this right here, what you're listening to, this is one of my favorite parts of the day. Matter of fact, it's been a couple of weeks and I miss it. I truly do. Good news is we have groups, so I get to be in those groups and I get to be part of that. A lot of you guys that are listening right now are also coaching clients of mine one-on-one. So we're building your businesses, we're building your future. That's fun, right? And we got a few things coming. And I love it. We're going to launch, which gives me nerves. It gives me that excitement. And you're damn right. I want to learn something new every day. So listen, in the comments, write what you're going to learn, write what you're going to launch, write what you're going to love. And if you don't have it, share one of them. It's okay. But I'm going to tell you this, you got to get it out of you. You got to get it out of your head. You got to get it out of the inside and put it down and share it. Be accountable to it. Make it something that you absolutely, because people are so scared, right? They're so scared to say, oh my gosh, I don't want to do that because what if I don't do it? What if you do? What if it's not successful? Who ranks success? Who ranks it? I'm the only one in control of that. Me. What I see is success. Trust me, there's plenty of haters out there. There's plenty. We get those too. And I don't mind it. Matter of fact, it's great. Because you don't have shit going on until you have some haters. Know that. That's how you know you truly made it, is when people don't like what you do. And they're trying to pick on you for whatever reason, for the shirt you wear or whatever. So, all right, here we go. Jay Shetty's 3 L's of a phenomenal year. Learn, launch, and love. What are you going to do that you love this year? What are you going to launch? And most importantly, what are you committing to learn? Commit to you and be the best version of you. That's what you got to do. All right. And like always, if you've ever got any value out of any of this, we'd love for you to jump over to the YouTube channel and give us a subscribe and a comment, 5-star review on any of the platforms that have the podcast. And more than anything, share it with somebody you love, or screenshot this, tell us about it on any of the platforms. We love seeing it. So, all right, 3 L's. Let's have a phenomenal year, y'all. More to come. And until next time, get out there and be the best version of you.